You're scrolling online late at night. You see something you want, not need, want. It's $240, and then you see it, or just 4 payments of $60, and your brain goes, "Oh, that's nothing. That's basically free." You click Buy Now, and you don't even feel like you spent money. If you've ever done that, and then wondered later why your bank account feels tighter than it should, yeah, this video is for you. If you are someone who earns decent money, feels responsible, but somehow still ends up surprised by your balance every month, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out, because today we're talking about Buy Now, Pay Later, and the psychology trick behind why it works so well on smart people. Look, most people think Buy Now, Pay Later, BNPL, is just a nicer version of a credit card. No interest, no fees, just flexibility. Sounds responsible, right? But here's what most people don't realize. BNPL isn't designed to help you afford things. It's designed to help you say yes faster. And that difference matters more than you think. Let me give you a few numbers. According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, over 60% of BNPL users already have credit card debt. And roughly 1 in 5 users miss at least one BNPL payment, often without even realizing it until fees or overdrafts hit. And here's the interesting part. A study by a firm found that average order values increase by 30 to 50% when BNPL is offered. Same people, same income, same product, just different payment framing. This is where it gets really interesting. Here's the thing. When you pay money, your brain experiences something psychologists call the pain of paying. It's a tiny emotional sting that makes you hesitate. Cash hurts the most, credit cards hurt less, and Buy Now, Pay Later? Pause. It barely hurts at all. Why? Because BNPL separates consumption from consequence. You get the product now, but the pain is delayed, divided, and disguised. Instead of one $240 decision, your brain processes 4 $60 non-decisions. And your brain is terrible at adding those back together emotionally. Let's make this concrete. Say you use BNPL for 3 things this month. Sneakers, $240, $60 today. Headphones, $200, $50 today. A jacket, $320, $80 today. In your head, you spent $190, but in reality, you committed to $760. And next month, you're already down $190 before you even start. That's not budgeting. That's time-shifted denial. Now, you might be thinking, I'm disciplined. I pay on time. I don't get charged fees. Totally fair, but discipline isn't the main issue. Visibility is. BNPL payments don't feel like debt. They don't show up in one scary number. They don't trigger the same caution. They just quietly stack, like subscriptions, like small leaks. And leaks sink ships, not waves. Here's what most people don't realize. BNPL hijacks the same dopamine loop as social media. Instant reward, the item, delayed cost, future you, minimal friction, one click. Your brain learns, I can have things without consequences, until consequences show up, all at once, on a random Tuesday. This is why BNPL users are statistically more likely to overspend, forget payments, and underestimate total monthly obligations. Not because they're irresponsible, because they're human. Think of BNPL like ordering food and telling yourself, I'll deal with the dishes later. 1 plate? Fine. 5 plates? Manageable. 30 plates? Now you're standing in the kitchen wondering how this got so bad. That's Buy Now, Pay Later. Look, companies don't offer BNPL out of kindness. They offer it because conversion rates jump, cart abandonment drops, people buy more expensive versions. BNPL doesn't increase affordability, it increases tolerance. and tolerance is profitable. This is where it gets really interesting. Once you normalize BNPL for small purchases, your brain stops questioning it for bigger ones. Phone, laptop, furniture, travel. Each step feels normal because the format stays the same, but your fixed monthly obligations harden, and flexibility disappears. All right, so what do you actually do with this? Here are 4 practical rules you can apply immediately. 1. Treat BNPL like full debt up front. Write down the total, not the installment. If seeing the full number makes you hesitate, that's your answer. 2. Limit BNPL to one item at a time. Never stack. One active plan max. 3. Match BNPL length to item lifespan. If it won't last longer than the payment plan, don't finance it. 4. Subtract next month's payments from today's budget. Future money is still real money. I've seen people earning great salaries, 6 figures, pause, feel constantly stressed, not because they were broke, pause, but because their future income was already spoken for. BNPL didn't ruin them. Unnoticed commitments did. Control isn't about earning more. It's about keeping options. Look, buy now, pay later isn't evil, pause, but it is powerful, and anything powerful deserves respect. The moment you understand the psychology behind it, you stop being surprised by your money. And that's the goal. If this helped you see your spending more clearly, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want more videos that explain money without hype, without guilt, and without nonsense, subscribe. Because clarity is expensive, but confusion costs more.